Camera number 79 of 365, and it's the Pentax P30T. I've already reviewed the Pentax P30, so you can go back and have a look at that. But we're considering here the Pentax P30T, and it requires batteries to operate the camera. No manual at all, no manual functions at all in that sense. So let's just insert the batteries. So we have two LR44 batteries, and they're placed, once we've slid to open the battery compartment, they're placed negative terminal facing down, and then we just simply slide that back on, and then hopefully if we turn on the camera, wind it on, we have power, so that's good. So as you can see, we need to have the button switched on. Just above that is the self timer, which pushes down and we slide the switch, and a very helpful indicator there telling us that we have our self timer. Over the other side we have the aperture priority mode, where the camera chooses shutter speed depending on what aperture we place it on. We can go on to manual mode, and when we do that, what we get through the viewfinder, we have the shutter speeds down the left hand side, and when we're in manual mode, the shutter that's required according to the camera, it will flash, and then we simply rotate the dial until our shutter speed matches the one the camera says. Of course, we can choose to ignore that and over or underexpose depending on our preference. Shutter speeds go from 1000 to a B, and then a flash synchronization speed of 1/100th of a second. Over the other side we have our rewind, film rewind, and then opening the chamber door, you see it's DX coding only, so no manual mode. I presume, I haven't checked, but I presume it defaults to 100th, 100 ISO, which is normal for this kind of camera. And then looking at the front of the camera, to take the lens off, we simply depress the lens release, and then the only other thing we have on the front is a preview button or stop down lever. We have a little indicator of self timer, and then just over the other side, I didn't check this, so I will now go and check what ML stands for. Apologies for that, I should have known that really. Memory lock. So that's the exposure memory lock button, and then finally we have a thread there to put in a manual release. On the base, apart from the battery and tripod, we have the film lever that deactivates and allows us to rewind our film back into the camera. So that's pretty much it really. Let's just put the lens on. So that is camera number 79 of 365, the Pentax P30T.